Hi, I'm Izzy, and this is Dizzy Quilts and Sews. In today's video, we are going to talk about my July sewing plans. Before I go into my July plans, though, I thought I would very quickly report on how June went, because I don't do any formal makes videos anymore. I share my makes as I go, either in a Friday Sews video, or I do a Think Pink box video, or I do pattern reviews. So yeah, so you don't really get to see or hear how I did every month. So very quickly, I had, oh my goodness, 6 items on my to make list for June, which I thought was super ambitious given that June was going to be a very busy month for me work-wise. And also I was losing my weekends to sew because my weekends are now spent at the island house away from my sewing machines. But I'm very happy to report that I managed to make every single garment I was planning on making. So I made something for my daughter and I made 5 things for me. Now I have gotten into the habit of posting my garments now or my finishes now to Instagram when they are done. So if you want to see pictures of everything I've managed to accomplish in June, you can see all of that on my grid on Instagram, and my Instagram account name is always down below in the description box. So there you go. 100% mark for June. For July, I actually have 5 plans. So I decided to take it easy for July and not overcommit. Work should be a little calmer now, so I'm not going to be as exhausted in the evenings, and I should be able to spend most of my evenings down here sewing. I still don't have my weekends though, so on the weekends I'm still away from my machine. So I thought 5 projects was probably reasonable. So let's have a look, shall we? Now, before I go into number 1, another reason why I decided to go with 5 this month is because 2 of them, yes, 2 of them are going to require me to make muslins. So that obviously is going to slow me down a tiny bit. I really want to make muslins because I don't want to waste the precious fabric I'm going to use on those projects. But yeah, so another reason why I decided to go with 5. All right, number 1 is going to be the Zadie jumpsuit. Yay! So hashtag sewing scared. And I'm going to make the Zadie in this gorgeous viscose twill that I got from Blackbird Fabric quite a while. It was probably last year. So it's got all of these purples, this pop of orange, which is really not in my color palette, but according to Everyday Style, orange is all the rage this summer. So yeah, I have 2.2 meters of this. It is, I think it's 150 centimeters or 50 inches. Anyways, it's not super narrow, which is good because the pattern in my size, so the Zadie in my size, is supposed to require 2.5 yards. So I'm hoping that 2.2 meters will be enough to make a Zadie. When I make the muslin, I'm going to make a full length muslin because I also want to see how much of the length I need to take off. And I'm going to be able to gauge how much fabric exactly I need to cut out my size in this. I have been hearing from people who watched my 5 patterns that scare me video who have made the Zadie, and I would say 100% are telling me to size down at least 1 size because it is huge. There's a lot of ease. So yeah, so I'm going to make my muslin one size down from what my measurements would put me, and see how we get on. But I think this would be like, it's the perfect weight for a jumpsuit. It's not super lightweight. Yeah, I think it would be amazing in this fabric. So that is project number 1. Project number 2 is another one I'm going to need to muslin, and another one that was on the 5 patterns that scare me list. And it is the River Dress by Megan Nielsen. I'm definitely going to muslin this one just because I've never sewn any of her patterns, and I want to make sure that I get the sizing right. I also want to make sure the style, that I like the style of the dress. I mean, I've seen it on a number of people now because I've been following the hashtag on Instagram. I think I'm going to really like it, but I'm not 100% sure, so I will definitely muslin it. And if I like the style and if I can figure the fit, I will use this gorgeous pink polka dot viscose from Beyond the Pink Door that I also got quite a while ago. I absolutely love this fabric, and I just could not decide what to make with it. So if the River Dress comes out, if the muslin comes out that, you know, I like the style, this beautiful viscose is going to become one of those. If I don't like the style of the River Dress on me, I might make another dress, because I really think this should be a dress. I want to say 2.5 meters of this. So definitely enough to make a dress. So if it's not the River, then it'll be some kind of other dress, but definitely a dress, because red is my color. So that is number 2. Number 3 is another Avola cami. So this is a Cashmerette Club pattern from a few months ago, I think. I made one for myself back in May. I think I made it with one of my Think Pink fabrics, the like animal print-ish. I also made a cami for my daughter, Marianne, that same month. So I want to make another one because I love the cami. I need to make some small adjustments to the fit in the upper bust and upper back. But once I get those adjustments just right, I think I'm going to make a million of these camis, because they're going to be great all summer long. But I can also layer a cami under a cardigan for fall, which is really good. I'm a big fan of cardigans when the weather starts getting cooler. And to make my cami, I'm going to use another Beyond the Pink Door fabric. This is a cotton lawn in this gorgeous navy and white floral print. I absolutely love this fabric. And this is going to be so practical, because once cooler weather hits, I can wear this under a navy cardigan, under a white cardigan. There's little pops of pink and purple in the flowers. I don't know if you can see that. So even like a pink or purple cardigan might be really cool over top of this. So I have 1.5 meters of this, which will be more than enough for the Avola cami. And I really, really want to get this one done in July. So that might be actually one of the first ones I tackle, because it's going to be quick, I think, once I make the proper adjustments to the pattern. And number 4 is going to be for my daughter, Marianne. If you saw the video, you know that I made her a Take the Chance dress or shirt dress by Pattern Emporium back in June with my Think Pink lemony fabric. And she loved the dress. I loved making the dress, but it's a tiny bit big for her liking. So I have a strategy for making the dress fit her better. So I will fix the lemon dress, absolutely will. But I would love to make her another one in a drapier, flowier, more lightweight. Well, no, more lightweight, because you can't get more lightweight than that lemon fabric, but a little drapier than that lemon fabric or lemon dress. So I decided to remake her the dress with this beautiful rayon challis from Core Fabrics. So these are all her colors. This is her signature color. It's got white, it's got black, it's got very dark gray. This is almost like a charcoal gray. I mean, black is not in her colors, but it's not the dominant color on here, so she should be fine. And she loves this fabric. So I have, let me see, I have 2 yards of this, and that should be enough to make her the dress. I had 2 yards of the lemon fabric, so yeah, and then they're the same width, so I should be good. And I think she's gonna look fabulous in this. I will downsize, definitely. Actually, I told her I would just make a mock-up or a muslin of just the bodice before I cut into this fabric, just to make sure that she's comfortable with the size, or with the new size, and that she's happy with her new dress. So yes, project number 4, Take the Chance dress for Marianne. And for project number 5, I don't have any fabric to show you because it will be my Think Pink project for July. The box is on its way, and actually the day you watch this, or the day on which this goes live, I'm thinking the box might already be here. So I know it's on its way. It's going to be here very soon. And I'm determined to have that fabric sewn up in July as well. So that will be fabric number 5. And that's it. What do you think? Which one are you most looking forward to seeing done? Which fabric is your favorite? Which pattern is your favorite? Have you made any of these? And if you have, leave comments below. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please give the video a like on your way out if you liked it, and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks again, and I will see you soon.